All right, what's up, everybody? We back again. We're going to talk about Jalon Walker today, man. Now, in an earlier video, I know you heard me talk about Jalon Walker and Jahad Campbell. Jahad Campbell I think he's a more refined off-ball backer than Jalon Walker is, but you're going to see Jalon Walker is a disruptor. When we're talking more pass rushing and downhill than Jahad is, right? But not saying that Jalon can't be a off-ball backer, but this is him right here too, just in case. Georgia runs a lot of this simulated pressure type look to fool some teams, but you're gonna see his power when he comes up right here. Gonna whoop him. A lot of these guards overset, or they play too narrow, they lean too much forward. Them swim moves are killing them, right? We just saw it on the Mason Graham video too. You're going to see him a little bit more off ball here. But in a league with mobile quarterbacks at this point, he is the antidote to that. He is a very patient rusher when he needs to be. And he has a plan when he rushes a lot more than some of these other guys that we see. Like right here, you can see him. He's going to close, playing off ball, close gap. And when he does, guess what he still does? Makes a play. He can play off ball. I think he's a little bit more traditional off ball coming downhill more than he is in the pass game. He's capable of covering, but his money, I'm pretty sure, is going to be more. When I look at him, before we really get started, he's like a Jamie Collins, Nolan Smith type of player, right? In which you can play him off ball. They can make money off ball, but he's more of an on-ball backer. He was the pass rusher for Georgia this past year. Well, at least he was the leading pass rusher. 34 pressures, and he had a 17.3% pass rush win rate, right? So he knows how to get out the quarterback. You'll see it here. Quinn got rid of the ball a little bit earlier than this, but that's Kelvin Banks right there. What does he do? He don't give up on the play. He makes sure he still get to him. Does the same here. He's gonna get to Quinn. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. He wrecked Texas. He wrecked them. I think he had like 4 or 5 sacks in 2 games versus Texas. Like whatever the Longhorn antidote is, let me show you who it starts with, right? If you ever need a Longhorn antidote, study that man right there. He made so much money in these 2 games. You see him here a little bit patient in the rush. He's gonna play the check down, pause, sees there's no check down, gets downhill. Now you look at guys in the league, Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen's and Jalen Hurts, these guys that are Kyler Murray's, they can get out the pocket or more mobile. Like, he's the antidote to that. He isn't just going to blatantly rush them without a plan. He's going to slow down depending on who it is. You can see how he'll respect Archer's speed versus Quinn Ewer's speed, and he's still going to make the play, right? It's him off the edge versus tackle, gives him the feint rush, freezes that tackle. Give me that ball, right? Let's run that back right quick, just to show you. So that's what I mean, pass rush with a plan. He's already kind of, not necessarily, we consider that to be a wide 9. Wide 9, he's going to feint him with this hand. He's going to freeze the tackle just long enough. You got to realize, I always say this, and I'm going to repeat it one more time. You got Friday players, you got Friday night players, you got Saturday players, and then you got Sunday players, right? Some of these guys don't see this type of speed. This guy's a 4.5 guy. He might be a sub 4.4. I mean, not sub 4.4. He might be a sub 4.5 guy. In Indianapolis, we'll see. But you look at him. This 6'2", 245 coming off the edge. Gonna make you get on that ball. Him versus another pro prospect. He created pressure this play. He didn't get to the quarterback. But let's stop here. I really want to pause it here because this is why I say with him, if you draft Jahad Campbell, you draft Jahad Campbell to play off ball like Smell Munton is playing right here, like C.J. Allen's playing. If you drafting Jalon Walker, you drafted him to be a disruptor, a pure disruptor. He's going to work a long arm here. He already won hands and chest. He can't do nothing with this at this point. And he's forklifting that arm. Like, this is advanced pass rushing. right? You don't see great hand placement in either trench at this point, right? I'm not gonna lie to you. You don't see the amount of great hands and placement, right? You see violent hands all the time, but for him to be able to forklift that, I think that's DJ Campbell, if I'm not mistaken. He's another pro prospect. I don't know, probably second, third round guy maybe. And to be able to create that separation, the flush, like that's next level pass rush. That's what you see more in the NFL when people work. They're able to work one hand one way and another hand the other way. Well, a lot of times, right? In college, you don't see those forklifting techniques as much. Right here, can't block him with a running back. You're going to shuck him. Jeremiah Love, great running back. Guess what? Not great enough blocker to get with this guy. Now, he's off ball here. Georgia's in their four-man front. Chad Blease is on one side. I think that's Mikael Williams over here. We're going to get him in a later video. And you're going to see him here. This is what you want to see. Out of 6'2", 245 is what I'm saying. He can be a downhill thumper if you need him to be. He's capable in the pass rush. I mean, not capable in the pass rush. He's capable in the passing game. But right here, stalemates this guard. That guard's standing up at this point. Look at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage is about right here. And watch what happens. Able to make the play. From off ball, right? You're going to see him here versus Clemson. Surfs it. Closes the gap so there is no cutback. Get in there. You're going to make that play. That's what we want to see. Going to see it from a different angle right here. They don't block him. Closes the gap. Can't cut back. And you can see it right here, right? Let's run it back for 2 seconds. So a lot of these zone schemes, right? What happens is, people really don't know. You got the bang, depending on, it might be right here, but his bang's probably going to be right here right now. Then you got the bend, which is going to be, you're going to bend it outside. And then I'll call it a buck, which basically is you're going to buck the whole play and you're going to hit that backside gap if this guy doesn't squeeze or he doesn't surf. Some D coordinators, they teach you to play through the outside hip of the last man on the line of scrimmage so you never can get beat. The new way is to kind of surf it, because if you chase that outside hip and he pulls, sometimes depending on who you got here at edge, they might get beat out of position with leverage. Jalon Walker is not going to be that type of guy. He's going to make the play. That's what we want to see, right? You see him off ball here. He has good instincts in the run game. Sometimes he kind of freezes, but playing off ball and playing on ball are two different keys. If you play football, you kind of know you're reading. When you're on ball, you're more reading who's in front of you. Like he's going to read him. He's going to read these two. Blease on the backside, depending on what the play is going to depend on his read. If he's front side, he's going to see what he wants to do. And depending on how they leverage you in the block, if you can kind of feel they're trying to turn you inside, you kind of know it's going outside. If you feel, butt turn, and they create this alley, they want to go inside, right? But when you play off ball, a lot of times you're reading your triangle right here. You read more of the guard. You're going to teach the guard play, and the guard's going to tell you where the play is going most of the time. But with Sark shows you plenty of different things. What does he do? Still gets up there. He going to cause some havoc, right? I don't know what Cuz doing. He tackled the Mikael Williams. Oh, okay. He gets downhill, makes the play, right? Mikael Williams blows it up, still gets down and makes the play. Now, he has great instincts, too, right? You see him here. He reads screen, okay. Plays with leverage. He plays not to get beat. Because with a lot of people with screens, if you catch it close to the numbers, you want to keep it outside the numbers. You catch it about right here, you want to bounce numbers to outside. You get it anywhere inside of there, you go, hash numbers outside, right? But he reads it perfectly. He knows what to do. We see him here. Pass rush, whoop. These swim moves, we're going to get you. Versus old teammate. Look at Brock Vandagriff throwing that ball still. But You can see he has a pass rushing plan. If you show him something, he knows what to do. He's gonna be able to counter it well, right? Puts that foot down. Look at that not leverage, but look at that body angle from the tackle. Walker reads it early. He knows he can get inside on him and be able. That's what I like to see. You see his shoulders are turned, which lets you know if he wants to run, he's going to chase that down. This is his old teammate, Brock Vandegrift. He knows that he's a hoss, right? So what does he do? Gets rid of the ball. See him here off ball, working a little bit. Off ball blitzer, he is a disruptor. Disruptor. That's versus center. Center working on him. You're not going to win half a man versus that man right there. Got him on the edge here. Gonna rush upfield. That's what I like so much about him is that he plays with great leverage and he knows when to contort his body, when to turn, when to bend, when he's rushing, right? Gonna create some disruption here. Running back 2 seconds, create some disruption. Gonna make a play, right? See him here. He's more in the spy, slow walking it. Slow walking. Let's see what you're going to do. Oh, you think you're going to break the pocket? No, you're not breaking the pocket on Jalon Walker. Get rid of that ball, Quinn. You know it's good for you. Off ball here. Just in case you didn't know, Jalon Walker right here, off ball. Next, I think that's Ramik Wilson, if I ain't mistaken. Don't get mad at me, Georgia fans. I'm not really versed on y'all roster like that outside of a lot of the people that people really know, right? Off ball, closes gap, makes play. Off ball, closes gap, makes play. So off ball, he's content in the run game, right? He's gonna make a play in the run game. If he's off ball with it, off ball, that's what I want to see right there. What you get scared of sometimes with some of these guys who are kind of that tweener type that can play off ball, on ball, the Abdul Carters, Jamie Collins, Nolan Smiths, plenty of them, right? Sometimes you think they might let linemen climb on them. And what I mean by climb is by the time they read the play, the lineman's already up cutting them off, right? He reads it, even though it was a blocker coming from the opposite side of where he was. What does he do? Sheds block. I'm not even going to engage and play all these games with you. Ain't no chest to chest. I'm going to put my pads on the linebacker. That's what we want to see. He giving linebackers, not linebacker, he'll excuse me on that, y'all. It's late. But you'll put the pads on the running back. You don't get a running back that's shut or that Riddell. I think he wears a Riddell, so we're going to go Riddell today. Here we go again. Quinn, you're not breaking the pocket on this guy. You know, he's a perfect. You see it with Mahomes, too, in the league. And that's why I say his value has really shot up a lot because a lot of these quarterbacks, you know, they're a little bit more mobile now. They can create a little bit more outside of the play. And you're not going to do that. You're not going to do it with Jalon Walker playing off ball. It's not going to happen. He plays it perfect. A lot of times when you see people, when they do get these spy assignments, they either let the quarterback out leverage them or they outrun their own spy. He doesn't do it. He plays it perfect. By the way, he was a Buckets Award winner this year, if you did not know that, which is the best linebacker in the country for college football. Rushing off the edge right here versus Kelvin Banks. Gets chipped. Still is playing in the backfield. Right here, then it's Haynes King from Georgia Tech. Let's run that back real quick. They tried to. Smart move. You know, a little simulated pressure at the last second. Even though they really did bring 5, ended up bringing 6. Beats the chip. Beats the cut block, actually. You know, and still chasing. Gonna make a play. Now, if you watch college football, you know Jalen Milroe like I've said it before on previous videos, Jalen Milroe is the best athlete in the country, not named Travis Hunter. To be able to create pressure on this man and chase him in the way that Jalon Walker was able to in his SEC championship game, get him on the ground, phenomenal. Very phenomenal, right? Right here, beats him, makes Jalen get rid of that ball. See him again, Georgia comes out in the pressure package, beats him again, Jalen got rid of that ball. Common theme with Jalon Walker and quarterbacks. You going to get rid of the ball when he's chasing you. It's just simple as that. Brady Cook beats him inside. This is, I'm not going to say it's a flaw in this game, but this is something I think he's going to really refine at the next level. Is when he does get in the backfield at times, sometimes he won't over pursue, but sometimes look like he takes too either flat of an angle or too wide of an angle when he's pressuring the quarterback. Those D-line coaches in the league or those edge coaches and those linebacker coaches, they'll get them together on that, most definitely. But it's about creating that disruption, creating that pressure. You see it here again. Pretty sure it's the same play we saw earlier. But actually, no, it's not even the same play we saw earlier. You see, this is what I mean you got to have a plan. He's in a wide 9. Shows him. Hold on, man. I love it, right? Shows him the fake stab. What happens when you show most of these college linemen the fake stab? They're going to throw those hands up. He knows what he wants to do at this point. He's going to flip, rip, create pressure. They'll teach him in the league a little more flatter. That'll be a sack. See him here rushing off the edge again. Gets back there. Ain't no getting away from him this time. Makes the play. They had a party in the backfield. Works over top. Gets, oh my God. If I ain't never seen a hole before, I seen one right there. And he's still creating disruption. Look at that. He's being held, and he's still within the dive's reach of the quarterback. Now, I don't know who this opponent was. It might be a FCS team, but or a G5, G6 team. But you see him here working versus Caden Proctor. Works a long arm, flush Milroe out the pocket. Got pass rush moves, right? You see him here. Flushes Cade Kublik up top. That's what I mean before. Just sometimes with his angles. Now when oh no, he didn't flush him. That was Mikael Williams. My fault. Oh, Mikael Williams, yeah, he was offsides right here too, but he's working versus a guard here. And he beats the guard. I don't know what it is with the guards in the swim move, man, but you look at this right here. Let's see. Rushes upfield, swim, beats him. You know, he was more off ball there, so it's a little bit different of a look, right? He wasn't on the edge. Yeah, that's a hell of a rep. That's a play he'll make in the league. When they'll teach him, when you work that swim, look at the quarterback, rush a little bit more flat if you're inside right there, right? Once again, versus Mizzou. It's a good rip. Teammate makes the play. Look at that. They partying. You see him here, work a little chop. And it's pressure. So we've seen him work a little bit of a bull. Seen him work a swim. Seen him work a chop. Seen him dip and rip. Seen the feint rush. We've seen plenty of different plays so far, right? I want to go back to these Milroe plays because I feel like when he's rushing versus Milroe, he does a very good job of keeping them in there, keeping them where they want them to be at. Like right here, right? You want to keep him in the pocket, and he knows it's a stunt, so he knows that's outside, so he can kind of force Miro where he wants to be. Got outside there. He's getting pulverized. He got a spy. Somebody's supposed to have back. I don't know who has back, but you see him, you're going to make him throw it, right? Now, as I stated before, Nolan Smith, Jamie Collins type of player. But I'm a fan. He is more than a serviceable pass rusher. He's explosive. He's very explosive in the pass rush. He can give you snaps at linebacker. So when you see players like this, even, like Abdul Carter's one that can give you snaps at backer, they don't have to come off of the field. Some of these edge guys they're going to be more DPRs when they first get in the league, which is a designated pass rusher. When we go sub package and we're trying to confuse quarterbacks and OCs, they'll put him on the field. But as you can see with this guy, he can stand up with those O-linemen. This is a guard. Once again, this is a guard. You see him working versus Milroe. Not Milroe. You see him working versus guard. Whoops him. Whooped him. And I want to run two more plays back before I get off of here. This is so eloquent right here. The faint long arm to come with that dip and rip. You get there, like I said before, you can't go to Publix, right? Can't go to Kroger, Albertson, Smith's, wherever you shop at. You can't go put the groceries in the bag, get to the cash register, and you don't have the wallet on you. No. He made sure that wallet, he swiped that card right there. He gonna get there. And he gonna make a play when he gets there. But this play right here, this shows me what I need to know about him as an inside backer, playing off ball. Like I said, you see him here, he stalemates this guard. And Notre Dame had a pretty good O-line this year. He stalemates him and still makes the play. So, these teams look more for position versatility out of their linebackers to be able to keep them on the field for all three downs. He's going to be able to do that. He's going to be able to make some plays for you. And I'm a fan. I'm a really big fan of Jalon Walker. I think that he gets to the league, gets with a good linebacker coach to teach him a little bit more off ball. My fault. Teach him a little more off ball if you want him to play off ball. But you want to just put him in a DPR role on third downs and let him just turn loose like he is right here and just getting after a quarterback. You can do the same, but this is an athlete, man. But this is an athlete that can play football. Getting a lot of first-round interest. I think him and Campbell rotate LB1, LB2, depending on what you really want out of a backer. Do you want more of an off-ball, more of an on-ball? You want more position versatility? I always say it's a lot easier to teach guys like Jalon Walker to be able to play off-ball than it is to teach off-ball linebackers like Jahad Campbell to be able to play on-ball. It's just two different type of reads, two different type of skill sets that you kind of need, but Jalon has the traits that he can win versus guards and tackles at a high clip. You got to think. If you play at Georgia, right, ever since Kirby Smart's been at Georgia, every linebacker that starts has been drafted. He won the Buckets. He can win in the pass rush. And he's only going to learn more and more and more off ball. So, if you think this is a guy your team would like to draft, or, y'all fans out there, you looking at the teams, you think your team would like him and you feel like he'd be a good fit for you, drop it in the comments like always. We appreciate you tuning in. We dropped some more videos this week. I don't have a lot planned till Saturday, so we're gonna try to get through some more videos, some of these prospects coming out. Appreciate it. Y'all tune in later.